Hello and welcome to this Age of Wonders 3 tournament game. It's the 6th round of the tournament and I'm playing AIX or ALX Stormrage. He's ranked as number 3, I think, in this game. So it's a very tough match. I've only played him once before, and it was in a team match. Actually, I have 2 games with him as well, but they're far from over. They just started. It's also 3 team matches, so I just completed 1 game against him. It was a long time ago, I think over 1 year ago. So you can see that I'm playing a Draconian Theocrat. So it was quite a tough choice. I only had 2 choices. It was either Draconian, Theocrat or Necromancer. And I had a look through what my opponent had played before, and he had played everything except Necromancer and Sorcerer. So I thought, like, if I'm quite sure he will take Necromancer because he likes his Frostling Necromancer. He played many games with that combination. So if he takes Sorcerer, it's not too bad to play Theocrat versus Sorcerer because my units, the Crusaders, the Evangelists, and the Exalted, they have quite good resistance. The Draconian. So let's take the Crusader for example. So they have 10 resistance without any buffs, and then they get to 11. They just get 1 round resistance at Expert Medal. They get 2 defenses at Veteran and at Elite. But they're quite good, and when they are with my leader's army, they also get quite a lot of buffs. You can also get, that's not showing up here, but yeah, Aura of Resistance is here, and then you have Bestow Ironheart. It also gives bonus to resistance, and then you have Touch of Fate. I think at level 3 you can pick that. So yeah, they're quite good, but especially versus Necromancer, the Draconian would be very good. So you can see that the map is, so I'm almost at the top corner of the map, so it's quite good. And then you have water around here, and then my closest vessel is across the water actually. There seems like there is a path like over the mountains, but next turn I will summon a cherub, so it will be quite good to meet the independent city in turn number 2. I think it should be possible. So in terms of my specializations, I have picked Grey Guard Master. So the good thing with Grey Guard Master is that they have a lot of spells, battle spells that will really make life hard for Undead, and also for Sorcerer, because I'm not sure if I can see it. I don't know exactly how to go in the spell book. Unit abilities. Nope. Oh yeah, so you just go here. Grey Guard Master. So you have the Purging Burst, that's the one I meant. So it deals 10 fire and 10 spirit damage to all Fae, summoned, undead, and creatures of magical origin. So it's quite a good combat spell. So I'll try to to get that. And also healing essence is quite good versus a necromancer, because you will destroy all corpses on the battlefield. So it's also very good to have healing essence. And I think it's Grey Guard, Adept. Obviously they have Essence Harvest, which is also quite good. So all enemy Fae, summoned, undead, and magical region gives the leader 5 extra casting points. So again, very good. Ghouls do not trigger this effect. Oh, that's quite bad. But anyway, so, and then we have Shields of Dispassion. It's also good. All your units get +1 resistance, and all your dedicated neutral units get an additional 2 plus defense. So it's quite important to get Scales of Fortune out early as well. Voluntary Union. Yeah, it's also good. So I played the same, but I think I only had Grey Guard, Adept, and previous round when I played with Hellbrick. But then that was also really useful in that game to absorb his cities towards the end of the game. Since I'm playing probably against the Necromancer, I'm not sure if I can actually use this to a good effect, because I need to purge it, which is different to. So I'm not sure if it works against the Necromancer in that sense. So in regards of the city, so we're playing with starting with the village. So I start with Wooden Wall, Barracks, and Theocrat Conclave. So it's quite good. I think that Wooden Wall and Barracks is not always just start with them. So I'm not sure exactly how that mechanism is working. But anyways, I start with a mana node and a gold mine in my domain, and I will not rush Builder's Hall. I think I'm not 100% sure. I haven't decided if I could rush it, but that would mean that I will have 185. And I killed the hero that wanted to join me. So I took one hit with the musket on my leader, but he will regain his health points next turn. So I don't mind it. Dreadnought, I actually quite like those heroes that have good skills, but to have Frostling in a volcanic terrain is not so good. It's actually quite bad. So I decided to kill him, take his weapon, and yeah, I will probably use that later on in the battles. So I see there is 4 halflings here. So it's quite tough to fight halflings because they're lucky and they have lesser mighty meek. So they do quite a lot of damage against the tier 3, tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 units, obviously. But here they are in hated terrain, I think. Yeah, hated terrain. So they have no luck. So they're quite weak actually, because the luck factor can be quite horrible. So that's good for me, because then I can do that battle versus them quite easily next turn. And then we have the mana node here. So it's quite nice defenders as well. They're not it's horribly hard to kill, especially with the spirit attacks. So would be quite nice next turn to do that. And And yeah, so next turn another hero will offer to join me, so I will probably accept that if it's not like a unit that hate volcanic. Maybe if it's a human druid or something like that, I will probably take it, because I like druids as well. They have very good abilities. So yeah, that was the very first turn in this tournament, game number round 6 versus Stormrage. And thank you for watching, and see you next turn.